I would like to welcome you to the 7th MTSI conference. It's really a great pleasure having you all here. Let me give you some practical information on the venue. We are at the moment in the Melina Mercury conference room. All morning sessions will take place here, as long as coffee breaks and lunch breaks. As for the afternoon sessions, they will take place in both this conference room and Stefanos Dragonis conference room, which is outside the building. I would like to ask Professor Jonas, which is the Deputy President of Alexander the Thessaloniki, to address the conference.
Dear guests, dear colleagues, on behalf of the administration of the Technological Education Institute of Thessaloniki, I welcome you to this conference. We are very pleased to have you with us this morning, and I really hope this conference will prove to be the global vehicle for a fruitful and constructive collaboration amongst you. Our institute will fully support such type of activities that bring scientists like you together for novel work. Therefore, if there is anything more we can do to help, please do not hesitate to ask. I would like to congratulate the organizing team for setting up such an international, truly international event, and also in such a competitive area, presenting us the state of the art. For the dear guests, please take some time to visit the archaeological sites of Thessaloniki, also the sites of cultural heritage in our city, and I've seen that the social program is very interesting as well. Therefore, that's all I have to say. I wish you a good conference with useful results. Thank you very much.
I would like to ask Dr. the Director of the Museum, to welcome you on behalf of the museum.
Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to welcome you to Thessaloniki and the Museum of Byzantine Culture. I have to say a few words about the museum. Since 1997, the museum has been an independent special regional service of the Ministry of Culture and Sports. The building, a work of art and a historically listed monument, was constructed between 1989 and 1993 based on the plans of the talented architect Kyriakos Krokos. Its architectural elements blend modernism along with Greek architectural heritage. The edifice has received a special mention by the International Committee of the Competition Awards 2000 of the Hellenic Institute of Architecture. In 2005, the Museum of Byzantine Culture was awarded the Museum Prize of the Council of Europe, which was given for the first time in its history to a Greek public museum. The museum received this distinction because of its visitor-friendly and educational character. The 11 rooms of the permanent exhibition opened gradually to the public from 1997 to early 2004. The last room, entitled Discovering the Past, is an epilogue to the permanent display by displaying archaeological material and using digital applications. This last room traces the journey made by an ancient object from the excavation where it is discovered to the museum where it is displayed. The intervening stages are the one of recording, of study and conservation. The history of museums is also presented through electronic means. The Department of Educational Programs of the Museum of Byzantine Culture has been planning and implementing educational activities since 1998. The programs are addressed to kindergarten pupils, primary and secondary school students, teachers, families, as well as children and adults with disabilities. For each group, various educational activities are organized. These aim to create amusing and constructive visits to the museum, featuring several interactive and educational games and putting the participants in different roles. Teachers are also encouraged to organize educational visits themselves with the help of books for the teacher, which is also published by the museum. In the lobby of our museum, visitors have the opportunity to be informed through the help of an application of an electronic platform under the title Exploring the World of Byzantium, a production of the European Center of Byzantine and Post-Byzantine Monuments, which fully corresponds to the museological approach of our museum and its educational character. We are currently working on a project entitled Digitization of Cultural Heritage and Promotion of the Museum of Byzantine Culture that is integrated in the operational program Digital Convergence. The project will attempt to digitize 95% of the artifacts of our museum. This endeavor will contribute to the best management and use of the exhibits and collections in a friendly and accessible way for the public. Digital preservation is also planned together with the update of our website, which aims to enhance the recreational and pedagogic contact between museum and public through educational interactive digital applications. The permanent exhibition on the history of city of Thessaloniki, as this is hosted by the White Tower, namely the most popular historic building and symbol of Thessaloniki, is also a part of the Museum of Byzantine Culture. The exhibition traces the history of the city since its founding until modern times through various aspects of its culture. The difficult task of presenting a 23rd century history in a small space was accomplished through the use of new technologies. Information is presented mainly through impressive multimedia interactive applications of image and sound, video projections, touchscreens, light boxes, along with printed graphic compositions, all harmonically combined with a limited number of objects displayed. For foreign visitors, there is also an audio tour in English. Additional information is provided through a DVD-ROM as well on the museum's website. The DVD-ROM, which encompasses all the applications and information, is distributed to schools. Visitors of the website have the opportunity to view a digital map of the city with monuments and museums, a timeline with events relevant to Thessaloniki, scientific articles of distinguished historians and archaeologists, bibliography on the city, a research regarding the diversity which characterizes the city's culinary identity. Our museum is an innovative museum, both in its display of objects and in its activities. One of our goals is to organize exhibitions with institutions located both in Greece and abroad. We aim at establishing unique events promoting not only scholarly research, but also the dissemination of knowledge to a wider public. The museum's overall work involves a variety of subjects related to the Byzantine and post-Byzantine culture, the mutual influences between Orthodox and non-Orthodox peoples within the ecumenical Byzantine Empire, and last but not least, the role of Thessaloniki as the most important political, economic, intellectual, and artistic center after Constantinople. At the same time, we wish to show museum's work as well as the work of its conservation laboratories, which are characterized by their staff's experience and the implementation of diagnostic and conservation methods. Further partnerships are planned as there are proposals to join several European research programs. Our aim is to promote scientific research and diagnosis on suffering exhibits, mainly from organic materials. Another field of research of this program is the security of exhibits with the use of innovative, pioneering and non-destructive methods in the field of research and technology of painting during the Byzantine and post-Byzantine period. Our overall goal is to make the museum an appealing destination for all ages, taking into consideration the public's interests and regardless of their level of education. We seek to integrate the museum within the city's cultural life, organizing literary and artistic events, conferences, and workshops. Our collaborators are mainly museums, institutions, and organizations in Thessaloniki, but we also reinforce our collaborations with various institutions from abroad. I invite you all to visit our museum in the next days. I wish you the best of success for your conference and wish to see you again in Thessaloniki. Thank you.
I would like Professor Katerina Sikitan, the head of Department of Library Science and Information Systems, to welcome her on behalf of the department.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, on behalf of the Department of Library Science and Information Systems of the Technological Educational Institute of Thessaloniki, I welcome you all in the city of Thessaloniki, a modern and interesting city with a multicultural character where ancient and modern Greek history meet with Europe and Asia. The city used to be a trading meeting point of the East and the West for centuries. During the 2,300 years of continuous existence, Thessaloniki also gained economic, strategic, and administrative importance. In its long history, Thessaloniki was invaded and conquered by numerous enemies and various nationalities that left traces of their civilization and their culture in the city. Byzantine churches, Roman buildings, Muslim monuments, walls, archaeological material from different historical periods still exist and bring memories from a variety of nations, cultures, and languages. This interesting building of the Museum of Byzantine Culture, where the 7th Metadata and Semantics Research Conference will be held, is part of this history, and I am sure that you will visit and admire all the Byzantine exhibits of it. I would like to thank you all for your presence here, and I wish in the next 3 days you will participate in a vivid, interactive, and creative conference with high scientific level. Thank you very much.
And finally, I invite Vasika Dr. Manuel Orfalo, the chair of the MDSR 2013, to launch the workshop.
Good morning from me as well. It's not going to take long. This conference is about you, is about your work, is about what you are doing in your libraries, museums, archives, organizations. So I wish you all the best for the next 3 days. Enjoy your stay here. I would like to thank 2 bodies. The first one is the Alexander Day of Thessaloniki that took the initiative to bring this conference, this well-known conference in Thessaloniki. So thank you for that and for your support. And the second body is the Byzantine Museum, our co-organizers here, for the support and their hospitality. I urge you to visit the museum. It's one of the best in the country. And I wish you all the best for the next 3 days. We'll be here. Our team outside is there if you need any help. So I would say let's start the first session. Thank you.
So we'll proceed with the beginning of the first session. First presenter is Osbu Khan. She's an assistant professor in Nash University, Department of Computer Engineering. She has done her PhD on personalizable alternative-based